Life is not about avoiding storms, it's about learning how to dance in the rain. Glowing Star Welcome. Welcome to Wellness Within USA Herb. In this journey, we'll explore the art of building resilience, the ability to rise after setbacks, adapt to challenges, and thrive even when life feels overwhelming. Together, we'll uncover how resilience transforms pain into strength, chaos into clarity, and obstacles into opportunities. Clapperboard Story-Driven Introduction. Imagine a mountain climber facing a sudden storm. The wind howls, the path disappears, and fear whispers, "You can't make it." Yet, step by step, the climber moves forward. Not because the storm vanished, but because resilience became his anchor. Resilience is not about avoiding challenges. It's about facing them with courage, adaptability, and hope. Brain Understanding Resilience. Resilience is the psychological armor that protects us from life's storms. Adaptability, the ability to adjust when plans fail. Emotional strength, staying calm under pressure. Growth mindset, seeing setbacks as lessons, not endings. Connection, drawing strength from relationships and community. Suspense element, the thrill lies in realizing resilience is not a gift, it's a skill anyone can build. Open book narrative example. Sarah lost her job unexpectedly. At first, despair consumed her. But instead of giving up, she reframed the setback. This is not the end, it's a new beginning. She learned new skills, built connections, and eventually found a better role. Her resilience turned crisis into opportunity. Seedling daily practices to build resilience. The anchor pause, when overwhelmed, pause and breathe deeply. The growth journal, write down lessons from setbacks. The connection ritual, share struggles with trusted friends or mentors. The gratitude lens, focus on what remains, not just what's lost. Suspense lies in realizing how these small rituals slowly transform weakness into strength. Performing arts, the hidden enemy, helplessness. Helplessness whispers, "You can't change anything." Resilience replies, "You can adapt, grow, and rise." The thrill is discovering that helplessness is not reality, it's just a temporary illusion. Globe with Meridian's lifelong impact. Resilience doesn't just help in crises, it shapes identity, health, and relationships. Emotional wellness, resilience reduces anxiety and depression. Health, it strengthens immunity and lowers stress. Relationships, resilient people build deeper bonds. Identity, you begin to see yourself as capable, not fragile. Suspense builds when you realize resilience is the hidden key to thriving, not just surviving. Open book real-life story. Bilal, a nurse, faced exhausting shifts during a health crisis. By practicing resilience, pausing, journaling, and connecting with colleagues, he noticed reduced burnout and stronger patient trust. His resilience didn't erase the crisis, but it gave him strength to endure and inspire others. Glowing Star Lifelong Journey. Resilience is not about escaping storms. It's about learning to dance in the rain, to rise after every fall, and to thrive through life's challenges. The ultimate suspense lies in discovering that resilience was never outside you, it was hidden within, waiting to be uncovered. The journey continues. Imagine the storm from this video. The climber is still on the mountain, but now he has tools, a rope, a lantern, and a compass. These tools don't remove the storm, but they make the climb possible. In life, resilience is built the same way, through daily practices that become your rope, lantern, and compass. Person in lotus position. Practice 1, the anchor pause. Life moves fast, and challenges strike suddenly. The anchor pause is a way to ground yourself. How to practice: when overwhelmed, pause. Place your hand on your heart, breathe deeply, and remind yourself, "I am safe. I can handle this." Suspense element, at first, it feels like nothing changes. But slowly, you notice the storm inside calming. Science, research shows deep breathing reduces cortisol and activates the parasympathetic nervous system. Story, a student facing exam stress paused before panic took over. That pause became her anchor, helping her focus. Notebook Practice 2, the growth journal. Resilience grows when setbacks are seen as lessons. Journaling is the script that rewrites failure into growth. How to practice: write down 3 lessons from every challenge. Suspense element, the thrill lies in realizing mistakes become teachers. Science, journaling improves emotional regulation and strengthens problem-solving skills. Story, a professional wrote daily lessons after workplace conflicts. Over time, she noticed patterns and grew stronger. Ear Practice 3, the connection ritual. Resilience is not built alone. Connection is the rope that pulls us upward. How to practice: share struggles with trusted friends, mentors, or family. Suspense element, the thrill lies in realizing vulnerability creates strength. Science, social support reduces stress and increases resilience. Story, a nurse shared her struggles with colleagues during a crisis. The bond gave her strength to continue. Lightbulb practice 4, the gratitude lens. Gratitude is the lantern that lights the path in darkness. How to practice: each night, write 3 things you're grateful for. Suspense element: the thrill lies in realizing gratitude shifts focus from loss to abundance. Science: gratitude lowers stress hormones and increases happiness. Story: a mother struggling with financial stress began gratitude journaling. Soon, her perspective shifted from scarcity to hope. Seedling practice 5, visualization, resilient imagery. Visualization is the compass that points toward hope. How to practice: imagine yourself overcoming challenges, rising stronger, thriving. Suspense element: the thrill lies in realizing imagination shapes resilience. Science: visualization strengthens motivation and reduces fear. Story: an athlete visualized finishing strong despite injuries. His resilience carried him through competitions. Open book real-life story, narrative style. Consider Aisha, a young entrepreneur. She faced financial setbacks, criticism, and self-doubt. By practicing the anchor pause, journaling lessons, connecting with mentors, gratitude, and visualization, she rewired her response to challenges. The thrill was not just her survival, but her growth into a resilient leader. Performing arts: the hidden enemy, helplessness. Helplessness whispers, "You can't change anything." Resilience replies, "You can adapt, grow, and rise." Suspense builds when you realize helplessness is not reality, it's just a temporary illusion. Globe with Meridian's lifelong impact. Daily resilience practices are not quick fixes. They are seeds planted in the mind. With consistency, they grow into awareness, adaptability, and strength. Emotional wellness: pausing reduces anxiety. Resilience: journaling strengthens confidence. Health: gratitude improves sleep. Relationships: connection deepens bonds. Identity: visualization reshapes self-belief. The suspense lies in discovering that resilience is built one small act at a time. Crystal ball: the transformation. Imagine waking up one day and realizing the storm doesn't scare you anymore. The critic's voice is faint, while the resilient voice is strong. That transformation doesn't happen overnight. It happens through daily pauses, journals, connections, gratitude, and visualization. The thrill is discovering that the person you once doubted, yourself, has become the hero of your story. The inner shift. Imagine the storm again. The climber is still on the mountain, but now the storm feels different. The wind still howls, the path is still slippery, yet inside there is calm. Why? Because resilience has taken root. The critic's voice that once shouted, "You can't do this," is now softer, replaced by a whisper, "You've survived worse. You can rise again." This is the thrill of transformation, when resilience turns fear into courage, chaos into clarity, and setbacks into stepping stones. Brain psychological shifts through resilience. Clarity in chaos: where once challenges felt overwhelming, now they appear as opportunities for growth. Reduced anxiety and stress: resilience lowers cortisol, helping you stay calm under pressure. Resilient identity: you begin to see yourself not as fragile, but as capable and adaptable. Suspense element: imagine standing in the middle of failure, deadlines missed, goals delayed, yet feeling calm, as if resilience itself became your shield. Briefcase practical impact in daily life. Resilience spills into every corner of life. Workplace: professionals who practice resilience recover faster from setbacks and innovate more. Relationships: couples who embrace resilience bounce back from conflicts and grow stronger. Health: resilience improves sleep, lowers blood pressure, and strengthens immunity. Research insight: studies show that resilient individuals report greater happiness, stronger problem-solving skills, and deeper life satisfaction. Performing arts suspense element: the hidden shift. At first, resilience feels like effort, pausing, journaling, connecting, practicing gratitude. But then, subtle changes appear. You pause naturally before reacting. You notice hidden strengths in your struggles. You feel connected to the present moment. The thrill lies in realizing transformation is happening quietly, beneath the surface, like roots growing deep before a tree blossoms. Globe with Meridian social ripple effect. Resilience doesn't just change individuals, it changes communities. Schools: students who practice resilience show higher focus and lower dropout rates. Hospitals: patients treated by resilient staff recover faster. Workplaces: teams with resilience culture innovate more and burn out less. Suspense builds when you realize resilience could be the hidden key to a stronger, more compassionate society. Open book case example. Consider Ali, a corporate manager. His team faced constant deadlines and conflicts. By practicing resilience, pausing, journaling, and gratitude, he noticed morale improve, meetings became calmer, and conflicts resolved faster. The thrill was not just his transformation, but the ripple effect on everyone around him. Crystal ball long-term transformation. Resilience doesn't just change moods, it changes identity. You begin to see yourself as someone who rises after setbacks, adapts to challenges, and inspires others. Identity shift, you no longer define yourself by failures. Leadership growth, you lead with adaptability and empathy. Community impact, your resilience sparks transformation in those around you. Suspense lies in realizing that resilience is contagious, your practice inspires others to grow stronger. Glowing star, the resilience paradox. Here's the paradox: resilience doesn't erase problems. Deadlines, conflicts, and crises will still exist. The suspense lies in realizing that resilience changes how you experience those problems. Stressful events lose their power, and strength becomes your default state. Open book real-life story. Fatima, a nurse, faced exhausting shifts. By practicing resilience, pausing, mirror affirmations, and connecting with colleagues, she noticed reduced burnout and deeper patient trust. The thrill was not just her recovery, but the healing environment she created for others. Globe with Meridian's future of resilience. Technology is now part of resilience transformation. Apps, guided journaling makes resilience practice accessible. Virtual retreats, online communities support global resilience growth. AI tools, personalized resilience journeys track progress. Suspense lies in imagining a future where resilience is as common as physical exercise, a global movement toward emotional wellness. Glowing star lifelong journey. Resilience mastery is not about escaping challenges. It's about living fully, with awareness, adaptability, and courage. The ultimate suspense lies in discovering that strength was never outside you, it was hidden within, waiting to be uncovered. With advanced practices, long-term benefits, and lifestyle integration, resilience becomes a lifelong journey. Stress will always exist, but with mastery, you can always find strength in uncertainty. The path to mastery. Resilience begins with small acts, pausing, journaling, connecting, gratitude. But mastery means weaving these practices into your identity. It's no longer something you do, it becomes who you are. Imagine waking up and realizing your first thought is not fear but courage. That shift is mastery. Person in lotus position, advanced practices for resilience. Mindful reflection, spend 10 minutes daily reviewing moments of resilience. Ask, did I rise today? Perspective shifting, consciously view failures as teachers, not enemies. Suspense lies in realizing how differently setbacks appear when seen through resilience. Silent observation, practice observing negative thoughts without judgment. Notice their voice, then let them fade. Compassion training, extend resilience outward, to strangers, colleagues, even those who challenge you. Case example, a leader practicing mindful reflection discovered that his harshness toward himself was spilling into his team. By shifting perspective, he transformed his leadership style. Brain long-term benefits. Resilience mastery reshapes identity, health, and relationships. Resilient identity, you begin to see yourself as someone who thrives through challenges. Health, resilience lowers blood pressure, strengthens immunity, and improves sleep quality. Relationships, long-term resilience deepens trust, intimacy, and cooperation. Leadership, leaders with high resilience inspire loyalty and innovation. Research insight, studies show that resilient individuals consistently report stronger adaptability and higher life satisfaction. Performing arts suspense element, the ultimate twist. Here's the twist: resilience doesn't erase problems. Conflicts, deadlines, and crises will still exist. The suspense lies in realizing that resilience changes how you experience those challenges. Stressful events lose their power, and strength becomes your default state. Globe with Meridian's resilience as a lifestyle. Mastery means resilience is no longer a ritual, it's your way of living. At work, you lead with adaptability and patience. At home, you listen deeply, creating stronger bonds. In society, you contribute to a calmer, more compassionate world. Suspense builds when you realize resilience could be the hidden key to transforming not just individuals, but entire communities. Open book case example. Fatima, a doctor, faced constant emergencies. By integrating resilience into her daily routine, journaling before surgeries, affirmations during shifts, empathy with patients, she noticed reduced burnout and deeper patient trust. The thrill was not just her recovery, but the ripple effect on her hospital environment. Crystal ball future of resilience. Technology is now part of resilience mastery. Apps, guided journaling and resilience reminders make practice accessible. Virtual retreats, online communities support global resilience growth. AI tools, personalized resilience journeys track progress and provide feedback. Suspense lies in imagining a future where resilience is as common as physical exercise, a global movement toward emotional wellness. Glowing Star Lifelong Journey. Resilience mastery is not about escaping challenges. It's about living fully, with awareness, adaptability, and courage. The ultimate suspense lies in discovering that strength was never outside you, it was hidden within, waiting to be uncovered. With advanced practices, long-term benefits, and lifestyle integration, resilience becomes a lifelong journey. Stress will always exist, but with mastery, you can always find strength in uncertainty. If this video inspired you, don't forget to subscribe to Wellness Within USA, share it with friends, and comment below how resilience is shaping your journey. Together, we can build a global community of courage, adaptability, and emotional strength.